Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. I was gonna leave y'all alone, but I keep hearing about this Halle and DDG thing, and honestly, it's a lot. And honestly, I'm never gonna be the person to come on here and defend no dude named DDG. So let's get that twisted. I don't need anybody to think that I'm on here saying I'm Team Twitcher DDG. Hell no. Team Halle, you know? But at the end of the day, I feel like two things can be true at once. But I'm tired of all these think pieces and everybody saying what Halle should have did or what DDG should have did. What I can say is DDG 100% messed up. I feel like he took too much of his time telling us, the internet, of what's going on rather than telling somebody like a lawyer what's going on. He spent all of his time trying to bash Halle or, you know, try to make her look bad or try to make her seem like she was a specific way when he should have been doing that to his lawyers. Because now at the end of the day, no lie, I don't care if DDG got his kid or not. No lie, I don't care if Halle got the kid or not. Because at the end of the day, that's not our kid. That's not going to be our responsibility. That's up to them. However, since they put us in our business and since y'all want to do all these think pieces and whatnot, y'all, let's read the declaration of Halle Bailey. And if y'all not interested in it, leave. But if y'all want to talk about it, then please, let's get into it. So boom, as y'all know, Halle has put a restraining order on DDG, and she's about to go do a movie like overseas. I want to say it's Italy, but it's in here. We'll read it later on. She wants to do she's doing a movie overseas. I want to say like 6 to 8 weeks, and she's taking her son with her, which means DDG and his family are probably not going to see their son, who is called Halo, for like 6 to 8 weeks. And it's like, before this even came out, DDG has been on the internet, as y'all know, just Halle, free Halo. And it's just like, if I were a DDG fan, I would be sitting here like, dang, that's messed up. The dude, you know, can't see his child. But according to the declaration of Halle Bailey, that's not the case. And it's like I said, instead of him trying to victimize himself and make her look like the villain, it's like, nigga, instead of talking to us, you should have been talking to your lawyer, because now it's getting serious. As I'm going along with it, I'm also gonna put the pictures of it somewhere. Y'all, I'm trying to do better, where it's not just me just sitting here talking. Like, I want us to be more interactive. So yeah, skip that. Okay, she says, I submit this declaration in support of my request for domestic violence restraining order. DDG and I were involved in a romantic relationship for about 2 years, and you know, we had our son Halo, basically what that's saying. Throughout our relationship and continue to date, Daryl has been and continues to be physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive towards me. I am seeking orders to protect myself and our son Halo from his ongoing abuse. Y'all, am I personally surprised that DDG is being accused of this? No. What I can say, do I feel like DDG just whooped her ass? Honestly, no. And honestly, do I feel like DDG is low-key a little B? Yes. So do I feel like he whooped her ass? No. But did he put hands on her? And is it possible that he chipped the girls too? Absolutely. DDG is a professional YouTuber and Twitch blogger and rapper. Wait, y'all, first of all, does DDG rap for real? Like, does he make music? Like, the only time I hear of him is when he's doing his YouTube Twitch thing. Like, does DDG actually have fans via rap? Like, y'all listen to him? But whenever he wishes to or come upset, he starts bad-mouthing me to his several millions of fans. He claims I am withholding our son and that I am with other men. As a result, I receive threats and hate on social media. He seems to try to set up drama for his friends. He goes live ranting about me and alleges that I am keeping Halo from him. That is false. I have requested a set schedule, which he refuses. I am also a public figure and subject to my public scrutiny and hate. As recently as this morning, May 13th, 2025, Daryl was giving an interview in Miami on TikTok talking about our son, flipping the script, claiming he is getting hated on by his fans. To be clear, I do not go on social media discussing our relationship or any of our issues related to our son. Only he does that. He is the one who creates this frenzy with his and my fan bases, and he is now going online to continue talking about it, furthering the frenzy. This is not child-centered. I have asked him to stop this behavior. He continues. He gets paid for hits, and this creates hits for him. And it's like, I get DDG as a YouTuber, as somebody, like, he wants to, well, honestly, I don't get it, because, well, okay, I can't say this. Like, as someone that does social media like DDG, I'm pretty sure he does want to express things that goes on in his life, but it seems like every time he goes viral or every time he is talked about, it is something dealing with his relationship or his son. And at a certain point, 99% of his content was his son. But like I said, I don't watch him, so I wouldn't know. I'm just talking about from what I see on the internet, and it seemed like all his content was surrounded around his son. All the memes that came out of, it was his son. Like, who the hell cares about DDG when he's not with his son? And I feel like now that he can't use his son for content, he's really about to be kind of toast, because it's like, what the hell is he gonna talk about? And it's like, DDG did start this little Halle / DDG war, because Halle never got on the internet and talked about DDG. If anything, I was one of the people calling her stupid for being with him and defending him. If anything, when she talked about DDG, I remember when it was Halloween and they pretended to be like Poetic Justice, and I think at one point they did Bobby and Whitney, and it was kind of like, okay, weird flex, but okay. But it's just like, I feel like DDG created this whole hatred, and he wanted people to bash Halle. And it's just like, even when they were together, he wanted people to bash Halle. Oh, the Little Mermaid's coming out, woo woo woo, him and Halle and her co-star. Nah, let me make a song about him. Let me bash him. And it's like, for the longest, I just really thought that he was jealous of her. And the fact that she even went below her ranking to even date him, it honestly surprised me, because it's just like Halle Bailey and DDG. Y'all can't even see my hand. DDG is honestly low-key below here. DDG is not like a A-list, B-list, C-list celebrity. Like, if you go up to a random person and say, who is DDG, and they don't have social media, then they're not gonna know who the hell you're talking about. He claimed everything was like, oh my gosh, this is about my son. I want to see my son. I want to see my son. But everything that he talks about on social media is literally bashing someone that doesn't speak on him. Like I said, if everything was that bad, instead of talking to us, you should have been talking to somebody else. You should have been getting your fans, your family, your whoever in line, so y'all can get together and do this offline. But you came to the internet with this DDG, and now you mad at her, and now you mad at us for knowing about it. And it's just like, nigga, you ain't even have to tell us. Our relationship ended in 2024 because of Daryl's temper and lack of respect towards me. There have been numerous incidents of physical abuse even before Halo was born. He often calls me profanities, including the B word, B-I-T-C-H. He often calls me evil. Since we broke up, we have had an ongoing issues related to Daryl's last-minute demands to see Halo without any schedule. He will not commit to any regular visits or schedule for visits. He demands Halo when it is convenient for him only. I never know when I will get Halo back or where he will be. Based on my decisions with him and his mother, I am aware that Daryl leaves Halo with his mom most of the visits, and his mother cares for Halo. I want Daryl's family to be close to Halo, but I believe Daryl should be present instead of simply leaving him with his family for days. Honestly, me as somebody that has kids, I want to be but honestly, I do agree with that. Like, it seems like DDG just wanted to do things on his own time, and it's like, it doesn't work like that. If they were in the same house together and everything, where are you taking my son? Like, what's tea? Where are y'all going? And then you talking about you taking my son, but I call you, you don't have my son. You saying your son with your mama, and it's just like, I thought you wanted my son. I thought you wanted your son. Like what's going on? Like, if you just want to do a pop-up, do a little 1-2 and create your videos, then we can do that at my house. Like, we can play Dad of the Year, you know, for content at my house, and you can go on about your way. And if your mom want to see it, then she can. Like, we don't even have to do all of this. But honestly, no lie, like I keep saying, DDG, it just seemed like he messed up. He wanted to do things on his own time, and it just seemed, me, I don't have kids. Like, where's some wood I can knock on? Because on January 18th, 2025, Daryl called me and he said he was coming over to get Halo, who was just 13 months at the time. I let him into my house and asked him politely when he will bring Halo back. I have repeatedly asked him to please set a schedule. He did not want to talk and refused to tell me when he would bring Halo back. The discussion continued as I walked with him outside to assist to put Halo into the car seat. I was buckling the baby into his seat and physically got into the back of the seat to adjust the car seat. I have left my front door open. It was not even fully dressed as I was not wearing shoes. Daryl kept repeating, "Get out of my car, B." Halo was crying. I repeatedly pleaded with him to stop calling me a B. I felt very nervous that he was taking Halo with him and was very agitated. I did not feel safe leaving a baby with him in this state. I also wanted to know when he would bring Halo back. He would not tell me. This argument then escalated. The next thing I knew, things got physical between us. We fought each other, wrestling and tussling. At one point, Daryl was pulling my hair. He then slammed me on my face on the steering wheel, causing my tooth to chip. I then stopped fighting back as I was in a lot of pain. I wanted to get out of the car with Halo, but was now stuck. That's a lot to unpack. No lie. Yeah, no lie. That's a lot to unpack. Daryl then said that since I would not leave the baby in the car, he would take me with them. He drove quickly towards his house. When we arrived at his house, I was crying and told his family what happened. I begged his family, who were there to help me, figure out a schedule with him. They said just leave Halo and go. I left hysterical. I had bruises over my arms and a chipped tooth. True and correct copies of pictures of the bruises in my tooth are attached here too as Exhibit 1. Oh, I don't have Exhibit 1. But damn, no lie, that's a lot to unpack. And then even going, oh my gosh, and the worst thing about this is that we have a baby. I was just about to say, like, you know, she can just leave it. But it's just like, oh my gosh. And the worst part of it was you get to the man's family's house and they basically just telling you like, damn girl, you know, and it's just like, do y'all not care about me or do y'all not care about your grandson? Like, y'all don't care at all. Like, I'm telling you, your son just did what he did. We did the dash on the way here. He done chipped my tooth. You know, I kind of low-key got bruises on my arm. And y'all just talking about you just leave the baby and go. Like, no, I don't want to leave my baby with you guys. You guys are weird. And no, I don't want to leave my baby with his daddy because clearly he's weird. Like, what do y'all not understand? And the fact that it seems like she was trying to like put this past her for the sake of avoiding this is crazy. So, and then I do remember Ruby Rose saying that he was, you know, low-key abusive and, you know, he did some things to her. I'm not really gonna put that out there like word for word, but I do remember Ruby Rose saying that he was a weirdo and that he was abusive. I remember him going on an interview and he talking about the worst thing this was recent too. He talking about the worst thing he did was, you know, throw somebody's phone and things like that. And it's just like weird flex, but okay. And the fact that he was probably talking about this when he was talking about the most toxic things he ever did was throw phones and call somebody this and that. It's just kind of like, dude, you're like, no lie, she's been building this case up against you. I don't know if she was just letting this slide until something big happened, but it's just like, this the big thing that happened. You should have got this Declaration of Independence like right here and there, but it seemed like she wanted to let it go. Like she still wanted Halo to be around his dad, because it's like, even at this specific moment, the baby was still with you and your family. So it's just like, let's keep reading. On March 3rd, 2025, Daryl had Halo in his care. I was to pick up Halo at 3 p.m. that day. Instead, at approximately 12 p.m., while I was away from home, Daryl came to my house and entered my home without my permission or knowledge. He does not have a key to my house. Who let him in the house? I will bring a copy of the Ring camera footage from the day that shows Daryl entering my sliding door on the side. Oh my gosh. Entering the sliding door on the side of my house and going upstairs. After he entered my home, Daryl then went to my bedroom and sent me pictures of my empty bed. He sent me a threatening text. Now I know what you've been on, which I understood to be accusing me of having sex with other men. This left me feeling very unsafe and nervous that he would enter my house again when I was there. All right, y'all, no lie. You entering my house when I'm not there, regardless of you with my child or not. If I told you to be somewhere at 3, you show up at 12, and you gonna have to wait for 3 hours. And even if you don't decide to wait for 3 hours and then you go into my house, that's some weird crap. Like, what? On March 7th, 2025, Halo and I were both sick with RSV at my house. Daryl stopped by to see Halo. I had already warned him about our sickness. I made it clear to him that I did not want Halo leaving my house because he was sick. When I told Daryl that, he became very angry with me. He raised his voice and became verbally abusive towards me, hurling bad names at me. He then saw the Ring camera was recording. He unplugged the Ring camera, opened the side door, and threw the Ring camera out of my home. I went outside to retrieve the Ring camera. He then locked me out of my house. I went around the back and came into the house through another entrance. I plugged the camera back in and called my family member for help. With her on the phone line, I repeatedly asked Daryl to just leave. I told him that he was being rude and that I was too sick to deal with him. He would not leave. When he realized that my family member was on the phone line, he became enraged. Around the same time, I noticed that he saw the Ring camera was back, so he smashed the camera. I have this recorded and will bring the recording to the hearing. Yo, DDG is about to go down. Daryl then grabbed my phone and hung up on my call to my family member. At some point while he was distracted, I was able to get Halo from him. Daryl then ran out of the house with my phone. I followed, begged him to please give me my phone back. He got into his car and closed the door at me while I was holding Halo. Daryl then drove off and threw my phone out of the window and yelled, "Go get it, B." As a result of this incident, I filed the police report. Okay, Exhibit 3, well, we do not have that. This lack of schedule and Daryl's random demands caused me great distress. I am a singer and actress. I am often on set or having to arrange my schedule ahead of time. I must be able to work. People begin threatening me and this creates fear for me. Yo, honestly, I didn't even read the whole thing. Like, this is my first time reading the whole thing, but it's like, DDG is unhinged. Like, is this like the second time he done threw this girl's phone out the car and called her a B? It's like, it seemed like the first time he done did it, he done broke her too. The second time you done broke into my house, you messed up my Ring camera, you broke into my house. And it's just like, the fact that he does this behind closed doors and then gets on the camera and see her be like, "Y'all, free Halo. Halle's evil. I just want to see my son." It's like two things can be true at once. You can love your son, be a good dad, but that don't mean you okay with the mom, and that doesn't mean you have respect for the mom, and that doesn't mean it seems like you're his only thing. Like, it's cool that he is a dad to Halo, he's good to Halo, he loves Halo, but it's like, why not have the respect for the mom? And not like Halle was just some girl that he knocked up from a one night stand. This is, according to this, somebody you were in a relationship for 2 years, and the fact that whatever happened between y'all throughout the breakup, or she said like this is something that's been continuously happened, and the fact that you still treat her like this in front of your son is the sickening part. Because it seemed like the first time, he's weird, let it go. Second time you broke into my house, I'm scared, let it go. You constantly bash me on social media, okay, I'm getting to my breaking point, letting it go. And now, I'm at my breaking point, and then you want to try to flip the switch on me, and it's like Halle said, I gotta go to work too. Like, everything is just not gonna be surrounded by you and your craziness. I got a life too. And like she said, as someone who is acting, singing, whose like time is very valuable, whose time is very, like, you have to be punctual for certain things. It's like, yeah, we need a schedule. Like, if I told you I'll pick our son up at 3, you break into my house at 12, you could have you talking about you want to see your son, free Halo, you could have been wasting those 3 extra hours, you know, with your son. And I could have got my son up at 3 like we had planned. But it seems like he just didn't want to do this whole schedule thing. He wanted to come and go as he pleases. And then at the same time, he wanted to do his own thing. And it's just like, babe, it doesn't work like that. I have attempted to work with Daryl to set up a schedule for Halo, but he refuses to talk to me and just goes live to blast me to fans. I am also continue to try to work with his mother to try to arrange time for Daryl to be with Halo. I was filming in New Jersey last month and arranged for his mother to come and take Halo to visit with his father. In coordinating the trip, I learned that Daryl had purchased a one-way ticket for his mother to come to New Jersey and to take Halo with him. Oh, wow. He demanded I pay the rest of the return ticket and would not book it. I had a lawyer get involved in order to protect our son and draft an agreement to ensure that our son would be returned to me. I was glad that I could facilitate the visit, but it created tremendous success for me and disrupted my work while I was dealing with Daryl's stress. The court should be aware that Daryl's mother and I discussed further visits after the visit last month, but Daryl chose not to see our son. This is not unusual. Daryl often goes weeks without the contact, then demands Halo that very day. Daryl's mother and I discussed that I would be back in LA with Halo returning on May 11, 2025. Our communication evidencing the discussions are attached. Y'all know, like, we don't got none of the evidence. Like, I don't know where to find that. Then on May 5th, wait, hold on, what's the date? Damn, this is recent, okay. Then on May 5th, 2025, the night of the Met Gala, okay, yeah, I do remember the Met Gala, Daryl started up online again. He went live on his Twitch, channeling, voicing that he was unable to see his son, implying that I was keeping Halo from him. He created a firestorm on social media around free Halo. See various social media messages directed at me. We don't have Exhibit 6. His fans then began accusing me of refusing to share Halo and being out partying with other men. Given the fact that Daryl's mother and I had texted about my whereabouts a week prior and Daryl did not wish to see Halo after his last visit, the timing of his Twitch posts were intended to ruin my night, which it did. I could not concentrate or be present at the Met Gala. I was worried about the situation again. Every time this happens, I feel scared, anxious, and worry about Halo's safety, as well as my own. I have noticed a pattern of Daryl doing this when I have events related to my own career, although I am trying to work hard to provide for our son. Oh, y'all, the jealousy. Y'all, the jealousy is real. Like, us as people that watch other people, like, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors when people turn their cameras off, when we turn the TVs off, when we unsubscribe from our subscriptions. Like, none of us on the internet, unless we know each other in person, we all don't really know each other in person. So, of course, DDG's fans that are sitting here watching Halle at the Met Gala and DDG online talking about free Halo, they automatically think, oh my god, she's somewhere at the Met Gala and woo 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 woo. But it's just like, dude, you got offered to see your son before that. You knew the Met Gala was coming. You knew me as Halle was going to be invited to the Met Gala. So me and your mother did previous arrangements to make sure that you can see your son. But instead, you not show up, demand that you get him when you get him, and then you get on the internet and cry about it. And then you wanted to, and then the crazy thing is, the way he stirs up his fans and saying this, not like he's saying like, y'all, you know, I'm just venting, not too much on my BM, like she's actual good girl. Like he is the ringleader of the hate against his baby mama. And it's just like, dude, you do not know these people that watch you. Somebody could be unhinged to the fact where they see Halle one day and they do something to her. They see your son one day and try to snatch him from her and run and be like, I'm a DDG fan, I'm about to fight. Like, you do not, it's so, unrealistic, but y'all get what I'm saying. He's adding fuel to the fire, and it's like his fans, which are probably younger, they're going on her page and they're talking crap about it. I would hope it's nobody that's fans of him that's my age that's going under her pictures and talking crap about it. But it's like there's people that are literally harassing her, and you actually knowing the girl and know that she's not someone that's prone to, receiving hate like that, you shouldn't even try to add fuel to the fire to your fans by even trying to incite this whole hate train against her. And the fact that you want to do this on nights like the Met Gala while she's on the red carpet looking good, trying to take pictures in the back of her head, she's just like, bro, I got a crazy ass baby daddy. It's crazy. But it's like, I hate to be this person, but I remember when she was, like we said, when she was first messing with DDG, and we were just like, girl, what are you doing with this Z-list celebrity? Like, what is going on? Like, and I remember when people were telling her, he's a clout chaser, he's jealous of you, and she was just like, I'm gonna stick by my man. And it's just like, I just hate that the things that people put out against their relationship actually came true, because you would think that she was someone that she was actually in love with him. She seemed like she was actually in love with him. She was with him for 2 years. Shoot, Ruby Rose came out and said he was in her DM. She ignored that, said it was fake. People were sitting here bashing him and her together, and she stayed posting pictures, flexing on us, talking about this my man and I'm gonna stick beside him. And now that everything is coming out, it's just kind of like I hate that for her. And I'm y'all, this is not me saying I told you so, but it's like I hate that for her, because people did try to warn her about him. And I guess then when the Ruby Rose thing happened, it was just on some Ruby's probably jealous because Halle's more popular, she's more famous and has this, and Ruby Rose is a whore and woo woo woo, so she should not be believable. But it's just like, honestly, when Ruby Rose came out and said DDG was a weirdo and that he was a cheater, I wasn't on a wave where I'm just like, I was just like, nah, sounds about accurate. The weekend of Mother's Day, which is May 9th through May 11th, 2025, I left New Jersey with Halo and went on a short vacation with my sister. Daryl again accused me of being with other men and posting about my relationship with other men. A true and correct copy of social media post that Daryl began texting me. As always, this caused me great distress. I even texted him hoping that he would stop. And this is what they did put in here. She texted him, Daryl, are you not tired of harassing me? You make up a new lie on me every day. I'm in St. Lucia having fun with Shermay and Chloe, not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. I told your mom I was going to be with my sister last week. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon. No, for real, because it's like, what? Like, and my thing is, like I said, for him to be DDG, Twitch, YouTuber, woo woo woo, my life is so lit. Do you not have anything else to do? You don't got no hoes, nothing. You don't got no money to count, no cars to count. You don't got no other content that you want to do. You don't got nothing you want to do to make yourself better. Like, the thing you decided to do on Mother's Day was to wake up, get on the internet and harass your baby mom, accuse her of being someone when you know I'm not with someone. Then he started this big, bold, great rumor that she was smashing Brent Faiyaz. And it's like, even if I was smashing Brent Faiyaz, what about it? It seemed like an upgrade to me, but Brent Faiyaz got a whole girlfriend and he probably like, why am I in it? Why am I in it? What did I do? And like I said, even if he was smashing on Halle, what the hell does that have to do with DDG? I'm not with him. She don't owe him anything. If anything, she don't owe him anything. If anything, she'll probably encourage him to be out on vacation smashing some hoes just so he can leave her the hell alone. I know I would. Like, what? More recently, this has become extremely upsetting to me because Daryl refuses to work with my attorney to set up a schedule. Instead, he is threatening that he will take our son 50% of the time and pay me zero support. It should be noted that he has never paid me child support, and I have never sought child support from him. I have asked him, however, to contribute to Halo's expenses. Only on one occasion has he done so. And y'all, about the money thing, well, I don't know how much DDG makes, but Honestly, I don't know how much Halle makes either, but I'm pretty sure they both don't have issues. I'm pretty sure when Halo's at Halle or DDG's house, I'm pretty sure that they don't need to be asking each other for money to take care of him. Like, they both have their own. So it's like, he can't even sit here and, well, like I said, I don't know them personally, but it's like, I can't even see her asking him for money, because it's like, shoot, she can swipe her own card. And that's him, and he can go to Target and swipe his own card to get something for Halo. It's like, they don't really need each other financially. So I am contractually committed to be filming a movie out of the country in Italy, on June 7th, 2025, approximately for 8 weeks. I have been and remain the only caretaker of Halo throughout his entire life. I do not believe it is in Halo's best interest to be left with Daryl, or more likely his mother, because Daryl leaves town on a weekly basis most weeks, especially for the entire 8 weeks. I am seeking permission to take Halo with me to Italy so I can continue caring for him. I am contractually bound to be in Italy to film. I have family and a nanny who will be traveling with me to care for Halo while I am working. Damn. I have done everything possible to avoid going to court. I have even tried to placate. Oh, what's that word? Yo, let me see. Placate. Placate. It means to make someone less angry or hostile. I hope y'all look at words that y'all don't know either. Okay. Damn, where was I? Okay, I had tried to placate Daryl, and placate meaning to try to make him less angry. Placate Daryl by providing him access to Halo, even though he is not with Halo and often leaves Halo with his mother. I have facilitated his visits no matter where I am, and often last minute. I realize that there is no placating Daryl. I cannot allow this abuse any longer. I cannot keep living like this. I never know when he is going to demand our son be in his mother's care, or whether I will be subjected to his threats and abuse. As of the date I am signing this declaration, Daryl is in Miami online railing against me. True, he really is, alleging he cannot see his son. He is not in Los Angeles. I have planned on Daryl picking up Halo on Monday, yesterday at my home in Los Angeles. His attorney has not responded to mine to arrange for this visit. This is not child censor, and Halo is only being used to further his fan base and online that right there is the thing. Like, that right there is really the thing. Like, yo, he is using this. Like, this is not child-centered. Like, if this was child-centered, then, yo, lawyer up, go to court, say, I want my son 50%, dead ass B, get your son 50%. This is not child-centered. This is some content, I want to be on the internet, I want clout type thing. And it's just like, I just hate that she has had a baby by a clout chaser. Like, girl, I hate this for my sis Halle. Y'all know why? Her taking this baby for 8 weeks, it's like, oh, my thing is, he really just could have avoided it if he wasn't on some BS. Like, for real. Like, all you had to do was not put hands on me and not talk shit about me on social media. It's like, he could have made a burner account, sent fake messages to himself, or he could have made a Finsta rant about his life to him and 5 other people, and just, that's the way he ran. But instead, he decided to get in front of millions of people, tell his business, and expected people to have sympathy for. And y'all, the thing I hate is that the Menzies is having sympathy for him. But like I said, me personally, I'm not a deadbeat baby daddy. I'm guessing all the deadbeat baby daddies and all the baby daddies that want to see their kids but playing victim about it, but they really the issue can relate. And I'm just not one of those people. I'm not even someone that has kids, like I said. Knock, knock, knock. So it's just like, maybe in like 5 years. But it's like, I don't even know how it feels to be in that situation, but I know how it feels to be in a situation where a guy puts hands on you, and I know how, and y'all don't underestimate men. I get it, like, woo, women power, but y'all don't underestimate men. Niggas is crazy, like, dead ass, and niggas is crazy, dead ass. And it just seemed like, yeah, Halle, she was building this case up against him. And what did she say? Since she said they were together for 2 years, and this first incident happened in when did she say? Like in January, and it's January 18th, 2025. That's when it started, and now it's ending. And now it's like even if Halle is going to be gone for 8 weeks in Italy, it's like, yeah, I agree. If I'm leaving my kid for 8 weeks, or even if I'm leaving my kid for 4 weeks and then we doing it half and half, I need to be able to know that my child is taken care of, safe, and is with the person that they said they're gonna be with. Cause cool, DDG, you gotta work, you gotta do your content, you gotta create things for Halo, go out and do that. That's cool. But don't sit here and try to use my son for content and be like, yeah, peace out, I'm going to Guatemala, and leave your son with your mommy and then be on Instagram talking about, I can't see my son. Free Halo. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Either you gonna be a dad or you not gonna be. Like, grandmas can grandma. I don't have an issue with baby staying with grandma for a day, but when are you gonna be a dad? Because the grandma can't be the baby. The grandma can't be the baby, especially not for the whole 4 weeks, and damn sure not the whole 8 weeks. And it's like, it just seemed like she just not even comfortable leaving her son around daddy. So it's just like, even with this whole, I feel like people are upset about this whole, I think it's not stating it here, but he's supposed to see his son like once a week for like not a few hours, but for like a X amount of hours or so. And people just like, that's so messed up, that's so messed up. But it's like, shit, it seems like that's what he been doing this whole time. Like, y'all, it just don't look like that because he's streaming the content for, I'm pretty sure the time he is doing his 24-hour Twitches, like he's under his son all the time. Cause it's like, yeah, like that's where, why would I look like I'm not a good dad? Like, why would he not look like that? Not saying he's not a good dad, but it's like, why would he not look like that when he's streaming it? Why would he be on Twitch saying, oh shit, here you go, mama, I'm about to leave? Why would he do that? Y'all, me even reading things like this is like, it made me, well, let me not say it made me want to be careful who I have kids with, because it's like, I want to be married when I have kids, but I don't want to be nobody baby mama. Like, I do not want to go through anything like this. Like, it just seems so, what's the word, stressful. It's like, I feel like a lot of people that have kids with somebody they love, like, they don't expect it to turn out that way. Like I said, Halle a few years ago was hashtag we Bobby and Whitney, poetic justice, and now it's just like, ooh, damn, that's not, and it's just like, I just really hate that for her, because he just seemed like the whole time, ever since he came into her life, his job was to make her look bad. Like, he did nothing but just, I don't want to say give her a bad reputation, but anytime people talk about Halle, he was supposed to be like singing Little Mermaid, like woo woo woo. And it's like, even though things happen, but it's like now when people think of Halle, they think of Baby Mama, Halo, DDG, drama. And it's just like, that wasn't the image that she was going for. Even though she said it herself, shoot, I have flaws. But it's like, baby, everybody got flaws. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm the most understanding person in the world. I give people leeway. Everybody in this world has flaws, but guys should not be putting their hand on women. Guys, when they have kids, should not be trying to pretend like they father of the year for content and then leaving with the baby with the mom. Those are flaws that me personally, I can't really look past. And honestly, if I was her, I would have been building a case on his ass too. I would have had this declaration after the first incident. I'll say that. It wouldn't have gotten this far. But the fact that it didn't, it's like she really, really, really was trying to give him leeway. And the fact that it's this whole persona that she's trying to keep his kid. It's like, no. Like, he's been having his kid. He just chose not to. The grandma was the baby the whole time. He's sitting here talking about hashtag free Halo, but the baby was downstairs with the mama being taken care of. Like, what? Like, dude, you talk about free Halo, baby, go get your son via the courts. And now, DDG, I'm glad that DDG cannot go on the internet and talk about her in Halo. Like, I'm glad that DDG was on Twitch and he was silent with his hoodie on, talking about, yo, I'm about to get off. Like, bye, we don't want to see you, because it's just like, what else do you have to offer now? But like I said, I'm not somebody that watches him on Twitch. His content could be good for all I know, but I'm personally, I don't watch it. So yeah, y'all, I tried not to be biased as I was reading this, but as y'all can see, I'm for the girls. Like, I'm for Halle, because I really just feel like it was sad and that she just did not deserve to go through this. I just feel like DDG, all you had to do was be a dad. Or even, like I said, all you had to do was go to court, man. That's all you had to do. When you felt like Halle was being unfair, all you had to do was go to court. And I hate the fact that his fans or whoever, the guys in the small percentage of girls, are just going to milk this to the point where they just victimize him and they bash Halle. And then, y'all know a lot of people don't know how to read. Y'all know I'm kind of literate too, but at least I know how to put words together to form a sentence. And y'all know a lot of people don't read, so they're just going based off of what this guy on Twitch is saying without actually reading what the hell is going on. And I would hate for one of his fans to read this and they be like, man, that's bullshit. It's just like, I mean, which part? I guess they can argue and say this is he say, she say, but it's just like, okay, which part is the lie? Like, which part do you want to defend? Do you want to defend him putting his hands on Halle, or do you want to defend that he's leaving a baby with the mom? Or do you want to defend the fact that he's not on schedule? Like, anybody that reads this and is a fan of him and wants to defend him, it's just like, I would be kind of mind boggled of what there is to defend, because from what we're reading, it's really nothing to defend. Like, the dude really wasn't stepping up and doing what he's supposed to do. And as we see, he don't do nothing but talk about the girl. So it's just like, it's really nothing to defend. And it's just like, she didn't upload this. Shoot, I found it on the internet. Not like Halle uploaded this. She still hasn't come out and said anything. And then on top of that, this girl about to go to Italy for 8 weeks. And it's like, she's not gonna be talking about this. She's gonna have her son with her. DDG gonna be the one upset, quote unquote, hurt. It's like, she didn't do this. She didn't want this. But I hate the fact that it's happening. Like, it's sad to see. Like, I hate when I see families fall apart, because no, like, I knew DDG was no good. Like I said, I listened to the Ruby Rose thing, and then I see how he treats her on the internet. So no lie, I really didn't have hope for them. I'm not gonna lie, but I was hoping that it worked out for her sake. But I'm not the one that encouraged people to stay in toxic relationships. Like, girl, yes, like, it's like, no lie, you should snatch Brent Fire. Like, I really hope it's somebody out there for her that would treat her better, because it's just like, DDG is low-key not it, girl. Get you an A-list celebrity. But yeah, y'all, this sucks. Like, it's sad. And I knew before I read this that DDG was just on the internet victimizing himself. Like, I knew it. I didn't even have to read this to know that he was full of bull crap, but I wanted to read it anyways. And then I wanted to read it on here because I really wanted to know what everybody else thought. And I really wanted to know if anyone is out here defending him. And I really want to know if there's anybody out here defending him. Like, what is there to defend? Because I don't watch him. I don't know him. Like, I'm not personally a fan. And I heard of him before Halle, but like I said, that's like guy internet to me. I'm not on guy internet, so I wouldn't know. He doesn't really have any content that I know of that I'm like interested in. So honestly, I really want to know what y'all think of this whole declaration of Halle Bailey thing. Now that this whole thing is out, I read the declaration and I saw what he said on the internet. No lie, the declaration kind of cancels out what I heard him say on the internet on TikTok. So it's like, I really want to know what y'all think about it. Like I said, I really want to know if he has any fans. What the hell is he saying on Twitch? Like, what is, like, his side of the story is just kind of womp womp womp. And like I said, is anybody defending him? Like, y'all let me know. What is there to defend? Because what the hell is he saying? Because this, it ain't it. It did nothing but make him look bad. Like, I get it. He's supposed to make her look bad, but he just making himself look worse by making him look bad. And then it's coming out, you look badder. Yeah, y'all, I just wanted to come on here. Like I said, I was gonna leave y'all alone, but I had to get on here and do this because all this is just a lot. And I'm tired of people trying to victimize the people that don't need to be victimized. But like I said, y'all let me know how y'all feel. And if anybody's a DDG fan, then please let me know how y'all feel. Because it's like, just let me know. So, just let me know. So yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the declaration of Halle Bailey. And then in Just make sure that y'all like, a comment, subscribe, and share all that.